Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all well and welcome to this, our first full flight video in the FENIX Airbus A321. So as promised, I found delivery. I wanted to bring you all in. I'll explain more about it in a few minutes time. But as I said during the last video, I couldn't find delivery on day one. I really wanted to do the first flight in this one. And when I released that video, I found one, so thank you so much to who got this delivery for us. It was on flightsim.to, but I think it's now also been put onto the FENIX delivery installer, so you can go grab it there as well. Okay, so before I explain more about the flight today, which I will do because there is some sentimental value behind this flight, so that's the reason I picked it. And I know you might be saying, oh, we did East Midlands a couple of videos ago. Please bear with and I'll explain more behind the reasons. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and continued to show support. It means so much to have so many of you still, well, so many in my terms, should I say, but not in the YouTube sense, but just for me to get over 200 subscribers, for you guys to go show your support, it means so much to me. So thank you so much for your continued support. That being said, if you are new and like more content, hit that subscribe button down below and give the video a like and also ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Right, housekeeping out of the way then. Here's the flight details today. We are off to ENFIDHA and we are doing Thomas Cook. Got my flight number then. Thomas Cook 1816 from here in East Midlands to, I say, down to ENFIDHA. Okay, so let's get this show underway. We'll jump in the flight deck and I'll explain more about why we chose this flight, well, why I chose this flight today. So, as you may know, I do work in the aviation industry and I used to work for Thomas Cook back in the day, and that hence the name. Anyone who knows the ATC call signs, Thomas Cook used to have the call sign of Kestrel. But then they changed it to Thomas Cook. I'm not sure how long before they went under. So yeah, that shows hence my name. Because I'll be honest, of this, not including the operator I'm with now, the other airlines I did used to work for, Thomas Cook was the best. And I've got so many sentimental reasons for picking this flight today. But the main reason is that I always remember this on my first flight after I finished my training. I turned up for work, scheduled to operate this flight, East Midlands to ENFIDHA, but I was actually 6 hours early. Well, it wasn't 6 hours early, the plane was actually 6 hours late, and I forgot to call the delay line to see if it was on time, and it wasn't. So I was all prepped, ready for work, but I was not scheduled to go for another 6 hours. So that's how I remember that flight. So, unfortunately, I couldn't find the real world ATC call sign or flight number anywhere. I don't know if anyone knows of anywhere you can, if there's any sort of websites or anything you can get that information from. But no, I couldn't find it anywhere that I looked. So I did manage to find the old flight number from the Newcastle to ENFIDHA, which was this one, 1816. So that's the one we are going with today. We are on VATSIM and hopefully we'll be able to complete the flight on VATSIM today. And I figured out why I was having problems. Because when you log in with your call sign, I had the observer box ticked and that was causing me problems. So it's unchecked now, so hopefully it will all work fine. Okay, so let's go and get the flight in it going now. So I'll be so looking forward to flying this aircraft in this delivery. I don't know why, like I say, it's just sentimental reasons really for me. But it's here now, and it's going to be great to bring you a proper flight in a high quality aircraft in the old Thomas Cook livery, which is brilliant. Okay, so we've done that. So we are Thomas Cook 1816. Cost is 47. We'll try and get whiz through this as quick as we can and get underway. Cruise temp is... Oh, we're going to 33,000 and we're staying there today. Lovely. Get the wind. And we will start some boarding. It's a shame as well because I couldn't find any. It was a long shot, but I was hoping to find a cabin announcements pack for this aircraft, but there isn't one, unfortunately. I don't know if one will come further on down the line, but we'll hopefully see. Okay, let's go get the load sheet. Make sure this all matches up. 0 fuel 871. Oh, we're quite heavy today. Quite close to the maximum. Yeah, that looks okay. So we'll accept that. And we'll pop the figures in. So 71.0 and 24.4. And the block fuel we're taking is 12.6 tons, which gives us an endurance of 4 hours and 8 minutes. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Picked up a nasty little cough again. I can't seem to shake it. Okay, there is no ATC online, unfortunately. It is quite rare you get any ATC. Is he lining up or... Oh, something's going. What's that one? Oh, buttons again. Ah. That's a little Tui there. Biggest competitor of, well, one of the big competitors of Thomas Cook at the time. See if we can find out where he's off to. Let's have a look. Oh, he's off to Faro. Nice little flight there. No, yeah, he's quite... Oh no, it isn't 800. I thought it was a Max. For some reason I thought it was a Max then. Oh, Mr. Tui. Ooh, that was a lovely rotation. That was very smooth. Very smooth rotation. Lovely. Enjoy your flight to Faro. Let's get back to ours now. Okay, so we've got the fuel pump in. Right. Yep, so back to here. 27 is the runway, and as most flights that go out of here, it's the Daventry infamous Daventry 3 November departure. Well, it's not really infamous. There's nothing infamous about it. I don't know why I said that. It's quite a straightforward one. Okay, we'll do the approach later on. We'll do the figures now. Well, have I gone there? I want the performance. There we go. Right, performance. So that looks all good. We'll sync that up. We'll take full length. Somebody seems to favour flaps 2 in this. I don't know if that... Does anyone know if that's like a common thing with the Airbus? If the 321, does it favour flaps 2 more than flaps 1? I don't know, but... Come on. There we go. Let's see what it says with flaps 1. Yeah, not really much change. We'll stick with flaps 1, so... But I don't know, does it really tend to go... Is it standard to go with flaps 2 on takeoff on the 321? I don't know. Anyway, right, we'll send that to the MCDU. We'll be lazy today and just do it that way. Yep, that looks all good. We'll do the final bits here. Constraints. That's all fine. I'll bring that in. We'll power these up in case we get any ATC en route and they have CDPLCs. And the initial altitude is, I think it's 9,000. I'll just double check. Usually, report from sim brief. I think it's 9,000 out of here. Initial, yeah, 9,000. I was right. I had a memory bright then. I know that. Okay, so 9,000 is set in there. We don't need to do anything there. We'll turn that on, but we'll change this to 2,000. Amazing. Pop that on. I don't really know if we're supposed to put it on now, but it's on anyway. Right, so I'll just quickly go to Q&H, which today is... What are you doing? There we go. 1016. Winds are 220 at 10 knots. And it's 13 degrees. So a bit chilly this morning considering we're in August. But it is only 8 o'clock in the morning. So plenty of time for it to heat up here. Right. So there we have it. I think there's nothing more to do in pre-flight. So while we wait for boarding to be completed, we will leave it here, and I will come back to you when we are fully ready for pushback. See you in a few minutes. Hello everyone. Oh, welcome back to the flight. So as you see now, hopefully boarding is now complete. We'll get all the doors closed and we'll get underway. So we'll get back into the flight deck. Right, so hopefully that should be boarding complete. Well, not boarding passengers, so what's going on? Interesting. It seems to be stuck at it seems to be stuck. Okay, so I think what we'll have to do is reset it and we'll just do an instant load. Dismiss that, my flight, tap to import, we'll re-import it, mass and balance, load the aircraft, instant. Right, aircraft load, there we go. Right, that's happened a couple of times now. I don't know if it's some bug with, or if it's like something not syncing right between the expansion and GSX, so I might have to run the update I think again and see if there is some sort of bug with it. Right, so that's just going to be the same load sheet, so accept that. So we're carrying 148 passenger days and 448 passengers today, and we've got 6 little babbies on board. Okay, so we'll accept that. APU is on, so we'll turn on the bleed, turn off the external power, and we'll all the, right. Yep, all the doors are closed. So now we'll turn on the beacon lights. And we'll get underway. Oh, I didn't set the centre one, did I? Never mind. That's done. I was wondering why that was flitting, but it's done now. Just have one last scan of the overhead. Everything looks good to go. So as always, we'll just wait for GSX to... Oh, honestly, GSX, why is GSX freezing? Right, gotta reset it again. Honestly, there is definitely something... What's going on here? There is definitely something not syncing right between GSX and the 321. So we'll have to keep it. See that, and right, let's just jump to Jet 2. Okay, I don't think Jet 2 would use their ground equipment to push back a Thomas Cook aircraft. Well, depends how much they pay them probably to use it. So make sure there's still no one else around. Quite quiet this morning in East Midlands. No one on the cargo apron. That doesn't like anyone on the cargo apron. I definitely don't think Jet 2 have these sort of pushback tugs. I've never seen them at East Midlands. Yay. Here we go. Right, so we need to do nose right, facing west on Charlie. Yeah, we'll do that one.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I'll bet low one now. East Midlands traffic, Thomas Cook 1816, pushing back stand 17 onto Charlie facing west. East Midlands traffic. I don't know if anyone's around, but it's always best to just do it, isn't it? Right, okay, let's fire her up, shall we? Right, so ignition start. We'll go with start sequence of 2 and 1, and we'll start number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you, as we are about to demonstrate the safety features aboard our Airbus A321. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A321. Pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes.
I'm so glad what FENIX have done is they've released both engine types at the same and haven't made us wait for the IAEs again in the 320 and 19. It's really looking forward to having the sharklets now installed. Getting the sharklet expanded. Does anyone know if that's an expandable expansion or if that's a completely different aircraft pack? Well, I don't think they've said actually, but
Emergency lighting will guide you
right.
to an exit in an emergency.
Okay, I think is number 2 stable. It looks like it. Right, we will start number 1. Love the CFM engine starting. To the side of it. Oh god, he's going to be... Oh mate, you don't want to stand there. He's going to come back a bit extra crispy, I think, to be honest, there, standing there. You gotta love GSX. Gotta love GSX. Okay. Oh, that's soon started up. They soon start pretty quick, don't they? These CFMs. Right, okay, so we've got 2 good starts it looks like, so we'll turn off the ignition start, and we'll complete the following checks when we have stopped. I think we're not far off now, I think. Yeah, there we are, about there now.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
We'll confirm that. Right, okay, so we'll turn off the APU bleed, master off, auto brakes to max on the ground spoilers. That's all fine. Yep. Right, we'll do a quick flight control check. Full left. Full right. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Rudders to the left. And to the right. I'll pull back to neutral. It's trim at 1.3, so we'll set that. Lovely. And we'll just take disconnect them to make sure they're ready.
Bypass pin removed.
And set flaps 1.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, flaps 1 set. Okay, so we're going to go to Alpha 1 from runway 27. That's via Quebec and Alpha. Right, okay. East Midlands traffic, Thomas Cook 1816, taxiing holding point Alpha 1 from runway 27 via Quebec and Alpha, East Midlands traffic. Okie doke. Right, that's all set. Let's go to ENFIDHA. Hi everyone, welcome back. So as you can tell, we're almost back to the end of runway 27. We're just coming up to Alpha 2, so we'll get the last few checks under the way. So all the lights are on. Slow it down for the turn, and we'll just put the transponder on. There we go. I've not heard anyone around, so hopefully we're good to go straight out. East Midlands traffic, Thomas Cook 1816 is lining up runway 27 for the Daventry 3 November departure, East Midlands traffic. Okay, so that's your last chance if anyone's coming in. I don't think they are, so we'll head straight out. Okay, 27. Stop it here 1 second. Let's put the brake on. Let's get the rudders. Start the chrono. Parking brake off. Let's go to ENFIDHA. %. Man flex 38 SRS runway and auto thrust is blue. V1 and rotate. There we go. Ooh. Positive climb and gear can go up. Okay. Oh, I'm in climb thrust already. Start the turn. Maybe I did that a bit too early. Now we'd start the turn. Right, I think we'll pop in the automatics and get the packs on before it starts shouting at me. And disarm the ground spoilers. Pop the flaps up. Amazing. Right, so that's that done. We've got no ATC, so we can climb straight up to our cruise of 33,000. So I'll set that. And we'll pop an open climb. Right. Take a quick look outside. Oh. Green shot there. One more there. Right. Okay. So there we have it. We are on the way to ENFIDHA. Departure out of East Midlands. I'm a bit slow on the rotation. I didn't think I put enough back pressure in on it, but it got off the ground eventually. So, as always, I will leave you here. I'll leave you some shots of the aircraft en route, and I will come back to you when we are in descent for ENFIDHA. Right, hope you enjoy the flight, and I will see you all later. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Thomas Cook 1816 from East Midlands to ENFIDHA in Tunisia. So, as I'm sure you're aware now, we are well deep into our descent for ENFIDHA, and you can just see it just there. There's the airport. We're heading straight for it. Let's talk about the approach. So, as you can see on here, we head towards the airport and make a right turn, soft right turn out, and kind of goes into this teardrop pattern to land on runway 09. So it's gone through 10,000. I'll pop the lights on. Got less than 10 minutes to go before we land. I think well, about 7 or 8 minutes or so. Not long to go. Weather in Tunisia, well, absolutely gorgeous day. 31 degrees. Wind is coming in at 80 at 7 knots, so very light wind. Close to going down the runway. Pressure's 1014, which I might as well set now because we're going straight below it. 1014 once, twice, 3 times. Okay, so that's now set. So you can see the airport there. So we're going to land on this runway here. Open to maybe vacate by one of these 2 high-speed taxiways here. And I can't see that. I think there might be someone down there actually. I can't see. Yeah, and then I'll decide where we park on the ground. I just really enjoyed doing this flight. Brought back a lot of memories actually. So let's say thanks all for joining me on today's flight. Okay, so just was hoping this landing goes better than my first attempt in the 319. Because if you haven't watched that video, we did have to do a go around on our approach into Mahan. For some reason I couldn't get it to slow down. I gear out and everything was fully quickly landing. It just would not slow down. So don't know what happened there, but on the second attempt we got in alright. We'll straighten out, then we'll start slowing this bird down actually, and bring out some flaps. Look out the window. Lovely. Right, okie doke. So we'll bring this in. Right, let's start slowing this down. We'll go down to 220 knots. I actually just realised as well, when in the flight, is actually the 5-year anniversary of the closure of Thomas Cook next month. So might see to do a anniversary flight for that, see what we can find, try and pick out something special for that one as well. So don't worry, it won't be East Midlands, it won't be a nostalgia flight. We'll look for something different. Okay, so we'll take flaps 1 back to the front. Okay, flaps 1 there. Another thing as well, I say it's quite a rapid descent into here, because at one point during the descent we're going down at 5,000 feet a minute. I'm like, isn't that like some sort of rate of descent you would do for a decompression or something? I'm like, but no, it got down anyway. It followed it down. We'll let it catch up onto we need to be where we are at the speed anyway, so we'll let it catch up with the descent and then we'll slow it down a bit more. And that's the glass soap anyway, so at least we're going to be below that. Okay. So back where we should be. So let's slow it down to 180 now. Okay, no problems with visibility today. See the runway straight ahead. Right, we'll take flaps 2. Okay, put the localizer on now so we line up with the runway. Take those off, because I don't think I need those now. And we'll pop in the approach mode. And there we go. So we're about 8 miles. ENFIDHA traffic, Thomas Cook 1816 is fully established runway 09 at 7 miles. ENFIDHA traffic. Okay, so we're about there now. So gear down. Our final approach speed is 139. And we'll take flaps 3. And flaps full. Oh, get that off. Get off. So I just take several pictures en route because I like to sit. I like to try and get the best thumbnail for you guys. I do. Put the number back on. There we go. Right. So, well, we've got no problems with speed this time. It's slowing down lovely. Okay. So about 4 miles. ENFIDHA traffic, Thomas Cook 1816 is 4 miles out, runway 09. We will be landing ENFIDHA traffic. Just in case there is someone down there. I don't know if there was, but I don't know if I saw someone down there. Hope that wind swings around a bit. Well, it is doing anyway. Well, I want to ask a quick check. So landing gears down. I know it says it there, but it's always best to double check. Low water brake. Speed brake is armed. Lights are on. And we are good to land. Right. Okay, so the wind's now pretty much blowing more or less down the runway.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. My aircraft. Wish me luck. Back on the pappies. They were a bit low. There we go. 2 red, 2 white. Get back over. With a bit of rudder.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Bit more rudder. More rudder. Oh, that rudder is so slow to respond still. My settings still need adjustment. Oh, the rudder settings are just irritating me. I literally had my foot to the floor then. Anyway, welcome to ENFIDHA in Tunisia. Hi everyone, welcome back. So as you can see, we are approaching the April. We are on November, taxiway November. There is the terminal directly ahead of us. We're going to make a right turn onto Join Sierra, and we're going to park on stand at 17 Alpha, which I think is one of these around here. Sorry about that landing again. That landing really has irritated me, to be honest, because I was, like I say, I had my foot down to, I would run a foot full down, and it just would not straighten. It just wouldn't do anything. So once again, back to the settings. We will get there eventually with them. Okay, because you see on the ground here, the settings work fine. It's just me rudder. It will not. It doesn't respond like I need it to. It's not as like I need it to. I don't know what I need to do with it. I'll have to have a look at it. Okay, so here we are, stand 17 Alpha. The marshal is there ready for me. Let's bring her on. Slow her down a bit. Bring her over a bit more. There we go. Slow it down a bit. We're keeping it on the line now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's close enough. Right, parking brake is on. We've got the APU and the bleed on, so 1 off, 2 off. There we go. Block time is 3 hours and 7 minutes. And flight time of 2:52. A bit off. Am I gonna get the dance? No, I don't like it. Never mind, I was hoping to get the dance, but I'll take that. Right, so engines are shut down now, so we'll turn off the beacon light. No, there we go. Beacon off, and we can start deboarding. And jetway's on its way. Ground power's on, so pop on the externals. Turn that off, and there we go. Okay, I think that's everything to do. Turn off that. We'll reset the squawk code. The company message just about our landing time. Yeah, that's that. Right, and welcome to ENFIDHA. So minus the landing, unfortunately, I can say that was a bit of a letdown, but no, the flight itself, I've really enjoyed doing it, and I'll just say it's been great to do an actual Thomas Cook flight for a change, in a high fidelity aircraft for delivery and everything. So that's that. Was there anyone else around? No, don't look like it. Oh well, never mind. Right, so let's go and have a look at that infamous landing rate. Okay, so let's review the flight. Here we go. 253. No, like I say, I'm happy with that. 253. I think around the 250 mark, I think, is a good landing for me. Obviously, we're all over the place on the runway. I'm going to take it back to the settings, unfortunately, and I'll have to just carry on tinkering around with it. But I actually saw when we were taxiing in, the settings work fine. It's just for some reason the rudders is just not as responsive as I need it to be. But anyway, that's a story for another time. Right, so let's wrap this up, shall we? So once again, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for your time today. Once again, thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I think we're at 214 subscribers now. I appreciate everyone who does subscribe to the channel, so thank you so much for the time to do it. Like I say, I know it's not a lot when we're content creators, but for me, I really appreciate that. So if you are new, please consider joining us and hitting that subscribe button down below. Ring the bell as well to get notifications, and while you're there, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up as well. Okay, so I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next. I'll come back to you probably in a few days with another video. I'll have to have a look around and see what takes me fancy. Might actually consider doing the A300 because we've not done that for a while, have we? Yeah, might do the A300 or maybe the MD-11. That's had an update, so I'll probably give that a whirl as well. Right, so from Thomas Cook 1816 from East Midlands to ENFIDHA, safely on the ground here. Thanks again for checking out the video, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next time. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.